Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be talking about 5 things that I love about my second gen Toyota Tacoma. Now before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to Bobby Johnson, who commented in my last video when I asked if anybody knows any good plastic restores for like the rear bumper and the bed liner and everything. He recommended this VRP plastic vinyl rubber, basically shine and protectant from Chemical Guys. I tried it out and it worked amazing. The things look brand new, fresh off the lot, so thanks a lot. Okay, so first thing on this list, and these are in no particular order, but the first thing that I really love about this Tacoma is the power. Now I believe it puts out about 236 horsepower, and that's not a lot, but the horsepower and the torque and the weight, the ratio of all the three, this thing actually puts out a lot of power for its weight. I know everybody's concerned about mid-size power versus full-size power, you know, V6 versus V8, but I've ran this against Garrett's V8 and it has really held its own. These things have a lot of low-end power up until about, I'd say, 60 miles an hour. Then it starts to struggle a bit. They're quick, they're not fast, if that makes sense. So that is the first thing that I really like about this truck. Its power is impressive for a mid-size. So second on this list that I want to talk about is the power outlet in the bed. Now I know nowadays it's probably not that impressive to have an outlet in the bed of your truck with all the new gen trucks coming out, but I believe Tacoma started having outlets in the bed around 2012 or 2013. So for that time, I think this was pretty impressive to have in the bed of a truck. It really helps when you're out in the desert, you know, no outlets obviously. So if you want to bring a big speaker or something that requires an outlet, you have that in the bed of your truck when you go off-roading or camping. So it's 120 volt, putting out 400 watts at idle, so you'll have more than enough power for whatever you end up bringing out. I've used this outlet for multiple things. Like I said, speakers in the desert. I've used it to charge phones, camera batteries. At one point I had like LED strips in the bed of my truck back when I was really new to driving and thought that was a cool hot mod. I plugged in LED strips here and ran them all the way around the bed. So really you can just do anything you really need that requires an outlet and something that can't be done with a USB port or a cigarette lighter. Third thing on this list I want to talk about are these blank spots they have here that you can pop out and put buttons in. Like if you were to put light bars or pods or anything on the truck, you can put in the buttons and switches for the lights here without having to drill into your dashboard or anything like I've seen on Jeeps or other trucks. I had it on my old truck when I had a light bar. They just popped one of these out and put a button right in there and it worked perfectly fine and it looks super clean. They have 3 on this side and 3 more on the left side of the steering wheel. If you have an off-road edition, I believe you have a few of these taken up by other buttons, but you'll still have more than enough for anything you need to add on the truck. Now, fourth thing on this list that I want to talk about is the comfortability of these seats. I've gotten in plenty of other trucks, mid-size, full-size, different makes, models, and everything, and all of them are like really firm, really stiff seats, and for the most part kind of just flat. And by that I mean the Tacomas right here kind of have these side walls, kind of like a racing seat, to kind of hug you in a bit, and they're not really stiff, they're actually pretty soft. So I really love the comfortability of it hugging you on the sides, especially if you're off-roading and you're kind of getting tossed around. It holds you in, and they're really soft so your butt's not hurting after long road trips or off-roading or anything like that. These seats are really, really comfortable. Now the fifth thing that I love about this truck is how much storage it has for a midsize. Not only does the center console have a bunch of storage in it and the glove box, but if you flip up the back seats, you have these storage containers in the back. Now on this side, they take up the space with the jack and the wrenches to change a tire if you need to. But this side is completely open for whatever you want. So I put my ratchet straps, I put zip ties. I have a few tools back here as well. And then if you close these down and you pop the back of the seats forward, you have more storage behind the seats. I have first aid kit, ropes, bungees, recovery gear, stuff like that. And it goes all the way across the back. Right here I have another hazard kit with more emergency stuff. So all of the storage space is amazing, especially for the cab and the bed being small due to it being a mid-size, but you are never lacking storage space, believe me. Now those are 5 things that I love about my second gen 2014 Tacoma, but there are also a few things that I would like to mention, give out some honorable mentions. One being the notorious durability of Toyota engines and parts. I've put this thing through the ringer, and same with my last truck, which was also a second gen, and the engines, I have not had any problems yet, knock on wood. And the second honorable mention I want to give is to the designs and looks overall of the truck. The second gen started in 2005. They did have a few modifications throughout the 10 years that the second gen was in production, but overall the ruggedness, the aggressive look of the outside and inside are just both timeless, and they look great even till this day. So thank you guys for watching. Those are my top 5 things that I love about my second gen Toyota Tacoma. If you guys liked the video, please, it would help me out a lot if you would subscribe, like, and comment, and share the videos with your friends. Go check out my other videos. And again, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.